So happy new year, everyone. I'm excited for the games dropping this year. The Switch 2, I'm excited for that as well. GTA 6, hopefully that actually releases this year. So much coming. And for this video, we're going to be talking about Sony's first event, which is next week. And they've been hyping it up just a little bit. And a new big PlayStation 5 Pro game update that brings impressive features. Those are the stories we're going to cover today. And if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it. And as always, it's very much appreciated. First, what's the first game you're going to be playing today or have already started playing depending on where you are in the world? So this is the first game of 2025 for you. For me, it's probably going to be continuing Rise of the Ronin, but that's just me. What about you? So comment below, what is your first game of 2025? Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, Sony's first event of the year is next week and they seem to be hyping it up just a little bit. Sony's first event of the year is next week and I've been noticing Sony advertise it more than I remember them doing last year. We're talking of course about CES 2025, which goes live next week, January 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So this Monday, Sony showcases their future of technology, but what we care about is what they're going to show or talk about when it comes to PlayStation. At some of these events, they've had big reveals like the PlayStation VR 2 and the games coming and first ever gameplay for a PlayStation VR 2. They've announced new controllers with Project Leonardo. Other times, they've discussed the success of PlayStation the previous year, among other items, or last year when they showed off the new PlayStation 5 Slim covers, which brings me to 2025. We've had recent reports from Deal Labs, who are very credible, that Sony plans to bring a whole slate of new accessory variants. According to Deal Labs, Sony plans to bring a black version of the DualSense Edge. The PlayStation 5 Pro is finally getting black plates. Black PlayStation Plus earbuds are coming as well, and a black version of the Elite headset as well. They also stated a black version of the PlayStation Portal is coming too, along with everything else I just mentioned. Sony could very well drop all of these announcements together, which really comes down to them just mentioning that, hey, there's black variants of all of these accessories and a short ad video, and maybe drop a blog post for when these items actually launch. For me personally, I'd want a black PlayStation Portal and black PS5 Pro plates. The plates will be the top priority for me. That's the biggest thing that I gotta get, just to get the black version of my PS5 Pro up there on the media stand that I have to go alongside my base PS5, which of course I still have. I assume it shouldn't be too bad to get one of these black plates because it's specifically for the PlayStation 5 Pro and not the mass market PlayStation 5 Slim. I'm battling with less people. Hopefully they produce enough of these, but that's something that maybe could show up at CES 2025. I've just been seeing more and more trailers popping up on my timelines promoting the live stream personally, so I hope there is something decent for PlayStation at CES 2025. Obviously, they could be hyping it up for something else on the Sony electronic side in general, but let's see what goes on. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now diving into the second story of the video, new big PlayStation 5 Pro game update, path tracing, anti-lag, etc. So this was interesting news and it marks the PlayStation 5 Pro as being the best place to play games for the next couple of years, depending on when Xbox releases their next generation home consoles, since of course they skipped their Pro version of the Xbox Series console. So Digital Foundry recently took a dive into Black Ops 6, the PlayStation 5 Pro update, and discussed what comes with it, making it the best place to play on consoles. I wanted to focus on two things, but to generalize some of the updates, they've brought improved visuals through better shadows, better global illumination with how lights bounce and how the light spills. You're able to maintain a locked 60 FPS on that quality mode with all of these improved visuals, and on the 120 FPS mode, it's now finally able to stick closer to that 120 FPS as opposed to before on the base PlayStation 5, where it was a lot of the time around 90 FPS. Along with these updates, they mentioned that Black Ops 6, their PlayStation 5 Pro update, improves its screen space reflections and screen space global illumination, mimicking as much as possible the team's internal path tracing data. So this is one of the things I wanted to focus on. Path tracing, for those who don't know, is the elevated version of ray tracing from my understanding, providing even more realistic lighting. Now, obviously on PlayStation 5 Pro, it's not running in real time, but they're mimicking its looks as much as possible, which is pretty cool. Mark Cerny mentioned path tracing for the future of PlayStation, so the PlayStation 6 might have real-time path tracing, which is really the next visual leap for video games. Outside of AI, path tracing could provide a very noticeable leap in visuals above the PlayStation 5. That's where I think personally next generation will be. Like, that will be this push that will get people to be like, okay, I gotta get a PlayStation 6. Beyond that, they also talked about the PlayStation 5 Pro exclusive feature, anti-lag. This feature is for the 60 FPS mode, where the PlayStation 5 Pro has room to generate more frames than the 60 per second that it normally generates in that mode, which results in less latency. The PlayStation 5 Pro has a special call that's activated when you turn off the 120 FPS toggle on Black Ops 6, but make sure it's connected to a TV that supports 120 FPS and VRR. This allows the PlayStation 5 Pro to generate more frames than 60 FPS using predictive techniques, from my understanding, to give you smoother gameplay overall while maintaining all the visuals. Features like this are pretty cool if you want to run the game with all the visual bells and whistles, but also want to have smoother gameplay. It's possible on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Cool stuff added with this update, making the PlayStation 5 Pro the best place to play Black Ops 6 on consoles. But you guys let me know if you're playing Black Ops 6 right now or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Happy New Year, everyone. It's the first video of the new year. There's a lot of great stuff coming out this year. So many games I'm looking forward to this year. There was a lot of games I was looking forward to last year. For anybody who keeps saying there's nothing to play or we need more games, you gotta go outside of your comfort zone. I don't know what you're specifically stuck to. Are you just playing multiplayer games and you play that one big game that pops up in the calendar like Black Myth Wukong and then or Elden Ring and then move on with your day? No, you gotta expand your horizons. There's so many great games coming out this year. Mafia, of course, GTA 6, Dying Light, The Beast, Ghost of Tsushima, well, Ghost of Yotei, a bunch of great games coming out this year. I'm excited. If you are as well, destroy the comment section with Happy New Year, everyone. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.
If you die, you'll only have yourself.